Guys, look at the passage. This is one of the CSAT previous year questions. Environmental problems cause health problems. Substantial changes in lifestyle can reduce environmental or health problems, but this idea appears almost impossible to adopt. With environmental problems, individual efforts can be perceived as having a negligible effect and therefore lead to inertia. With health, on the other hand, individual choices can make the difference between life and death, literally, and yet, barring a few, there seems to be the same collective lethargy towards making their choices. Now, how I want you guys to really look into the passage is this way. Observe this. Whatever you see on the screen is what is going through back of your mind. I want you guys to see the sentences like this. So I have divided this paragraph into sentences, and how I want you to read the sentence is this way. Look at this. I focused on the verb. Environmental problems cause health problems. So grammatically this is SVO structure. So this is a subject, this is the verb, this is object. So next one. Also I am trying to look into this SVO structure, whatever you see that in the sentence. Substantial changes can reduce environmental or health problems. But this idea appears almost impossible. Now only focus on what is underlined. Substantial changes can reduce environmental or health problems. This idea appears impossible. So this is one sentence with two ideas. Up to problem is one idea, after but second idea. Okay. Now this is SVO and SVC structure. Now with environmental problems, which is extra information, now focus is on can be perceived. What individual effort can be perceived as what? As negligible effect, and therefore lead to inertia. Again here, third sentence I have two ideas, left side of and right side of and. Now with health, on the other hand, focus is here. Individual choices can make the difference. Now go to the next one. And yet, extra, barring a few extra, there seems to be the same collective lethargy, extra, towards making their choices. Now let us see only these primary ideas. Environmental problems cause health problems. Substantial changes can reduce environmental or health problems, but this idea appears impossible. Individual efforts can be perceived and therefore lead to inertia. On the other hand, fine, individual choices can make the difference. There seems to be the same collective lethargy. So focus should be more on the primary idea. Now finally what I understand after reading all these things is this. You need to actually summarize what you have read. I say hero. Who is the hero of this passage? It means the main idea. Environmental problems and health problems. Now he says solution for this environmental health problem is almost impossible, and he talks about why he thinks solution is impossible almost. He has given the reasons for that. What are the reasons? Environmental problems, individual problem, efforts. If you look at that from individual efforts point of view, environmental problems have not that affect you, like did not affect them much. That's the reason lethargy creeped in. When it comes to health problems, if individual efforts are there, they are useful, but even that one is leading to lethargy. This is what the paraphrase. Now Look at this. What's the reasoning? Overall picture here. Reasoning means passage talks about a problem, that is environmental leads to health problems, and he says there is no solution, and he talks about no reasons. I mean, reasons for not having the solution. He has talked about the problem. He has given reasons why he thinks there is no solution for this. Okay. Now, look at the question now. Which one of the following statements best implies the most rational assumption that can be made from the passage? Now, focus assumption. So, back of the mind, you need to know the definition of the assumption. Assumption means writer has given some idea, some conclusion. Now, on what belief he has given that idea or the conclusion? Now, what is that actually he has given? Now, you put it in one word. Environmental problem, health problems, individual efforts to environmental problems have not effective, but when it comes to health problems, individual efforts would make some difference, but both the cases lethargy creeped in. Now I need to see which of these four choices is supporting this idea. Look at the A. We are likely to spend more money on cure than prevention. We are likely to spend more money on cure than prevention. I'd say irrelevant, because environmental problems, health problems, solution almost impossible because of the lethargy. It is the job of the government to solve our environmental and public health problems. Okay, that may be true, but he is talking about the reasons why there is no solution. Okay, but if you observe, it's a kind of solution, right? Or a suggestion, which he has not given. Next, health can be protected even if environmental problems go unattended. Please understand. He said environmental problems, when it comes to individual efforts, not much effective. But when it comes to health, individual efforts are effective. That's what, he actually meant. This one is supporting. Now, why not D? Loss of traditional lifestyle and the influence of Western values led to some unhealthy way of living. Too much, extreme, completely out of the context. So, understand my point of view, guys, here. Sentence comprehension is more important than passage comprehension, or I would put this way: sentence comprehension is the first thing before you really understand and comprehend this passage. Yeah, thank you.